So right here we have the micro habitat from the Zilla series of micro habitats, and I have the large terrestrial, which is 14 by 8 by 6, and I'm going to be housing some of my Halloween hissers, and it's going to be a really cool display tank for them. On the back, I believe it shows that it's held together by rubber bands, so it's going to be kind of a unique tank setup. So let's start getting this thing unboxed. So we have the instructional manual right here. We have all of the rubber bands that we'll be using to hold together the tank. And then I believe right here we have the bottom of the tank. So it's pretty much around 5 gallons, so it's a pretty decent sized tank. And then lastly we have all the side panels and the top panel. And I believe the locking mechanism. Really quick, we just gotta unwrap all this stuff. And I believe this is made out of acrylic, I'm not completely sure, but it is really good plastic. I can see. So we got the 2 ventilation panels, a side panel, I believe bottom panels, yeah, side panels, top panel, ventilation panels. And then right here I believe is the bottom of the tank, which is kind of just the base of it, and the really cool Zilla logo, if you put it like this, really cool. So this is going to be a really cool setup for these cockroaches. It's time to build this thing. So while I was putting on the rubber bands, my phone decided to die, so I couldn't record all the footage. It's kind of boring anyway. So right here we have the finished kind of base. All the rubber bands are put on the side. And also, when I figured out my phone died, there's also more clear sides on this side that I have to pull off. So this is the base, and now we're gonna add the top. So I believe how we do this is like this. Kind of slide it in. Something like this. It's very confusing. Like that. And the rest just kind of slides in. And then on the sides, I believe, maybe there isn't. Alright, so we have 2 extra. And then right here we add the locking mechanism. Which, how does this go?
7 hours later.
There we go. Alright, and then we just drop this down, and I believe this locks it in place. It does not. After fiddling around with it, I figured out all I have to do is turn this knob, and it kind of locks up the top, which is really cool. And we can also go like this to unlock it. Slide it forward and it is open. So this is a really cool thing to use for smaller invertebrates. I was reading up on Google, and apparently this isn't very good for like animals that need a ton of heat. I'm going to be trying out a heat pad on this tank. Hopefully it doesn't damage it. I don't believe it will though. Alright, so now to kind of set up the tank, I've got some spider wood right here, which will look really nice as a centerpiece in this tank. We have some mango leaves from Josh's Frogs, a 10 count. And then we also have some Indian almond leaves. These are a 5-piece. I have never used these leaves, but I know that hissing cockroaches love hiding under stuff, specifically babies in general. So, and then we also have right here a heat pack, a 2-pack that I ordered on Amazon. This is one of them. One of them is used for the other colonies. So let's set up this tank. So right here I just have some cocoa fiber, and before we set up this tank, I just want to show you the insects that will be inhabiting this setup of my beautiful Halloween hissers, and they're a really cool species of cockroach. Right here we have a female, which is more of a redder color, and then a male, which has horns, which are really awesome and have more of a blacker color. And then in this tank, I believe I have some smaller nymphs somewhere. If I can find them. Yeah, right here. So right here I believe is a baby female. As you can see the coloring starting to appear. And I just have them in this little enclosure. So it's not much of an upgrade, it's just more of a display tank, which will look way better. And I believe I want to include this piece of corkwood right here, so I'm going to take this out of their enclosure. Alright everyone, I have pretty much this set up. Really quickly before I add these guys, I'm going to take some of their original substrate that they have right now. I'm trying not to get some of this because it's actually starting to mold. I just want some of their original substrate because this is really good substrate. I got this reptile bark at Walmart and it's been working really well for the last few months. But it just recently started to mold and I don't want to put all this moldy stuff into here. So I'm only putting a little bit. Now it's time to move all of these beautiful cockroaches into their new tank. So here's a male right here. I'm gonna put him right here on his log. Put their apple right here. Right here we got more of a juvenile nymph. That's both the same words. I'm not sure why I said that. This is more of a younger adult. That's gonna be adult here in probably about 1 to 2 months. And then right here we have one of the really cool females. Put her down. And right here with this piece of corkwood, I put this little opening on this side, and it seems to be that the babies right here are chilling down here just for a little hiding spot. This male right here is hanging out right there, and then another male is right there. So they're kind of just hanging out on the substrate and stuff. And I really like these mango leaves because they're really nice and big, and the nymphs and the adults will love hiding under these. So far, this has been a really cool setup, and I really like this tank. I'm probably going to buy more in the future for my cockroaches. The price is a little expensive, but it's kind of worth it. And I've also heard that these are really great for tarantulas and species like that, and kind of younger Pac-Man frogs and geckos. And they're also really good for cockroaches and isopods and smaller invertebrates. And then also these Indian almond leaves, I was going to put them in there by themselves, but I didn't. I actually crunched them up and kind of laid them out as you saw in the time lapse, and I'm hoping that they'll munch on that as another source of nutrients and stuff. Because I've heard that Hollenhissers like their leaves, same with all the other hisser species, but I've never actually fed them leaves before, so we'll find out. And right now, all of the cockroaches are kind of drinking. These two males are looking for water droplets. If I maybe put some in front of him, he might drink it. Yep, there he goes. So what's really cool about these cockroaches, when you spray their water, I just kind of spray on the sides instead of using water gels. These are just really cool cockroaches, and they love to kind of drink the little water droplets with their little mandibles or something like that. So yeah, they're drinking all their water. And I like this way more than the egg crate setup. I'm probably going to be changing that colony right there into a setup more like this that has more light and stuff like that. Continuing on with the video, for the last bit of this video, we're going to be unboxing this heat mat right here. I ordered this, a 2-pack on Amazon for around 20 bucks. This is one of the heat mats. Because lately I've noticed I haven't been hooking up my kissing cockroaches to the heat mats, and they've been sluggish and inactive, and I knew this would happen. But I didn't have the money yet, but I've been saving up, and now we have some more heat mats for these guys. So I might be using this one on this tank, or I have a smaller one over there by the bigger colony I might use. I'm not really sure yet, but I think this one will work better because it's bigger and it has way more heat. And I will leave the link down in this video to purchase these heat mats and this tank if you'd like to buy it for yourself. Well guys, this was a really cool unboxing and I really like the setup, how it looks right now. I'm gonna go make some space on my reptile desk so I can set up this enclosure and put on their heat. So I hope you guys really enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to see more awesome contents like this, please subscribe. And if you like these hissing cockroaches content, please leave a like. Yeah, so I'm gonna go set these guys up and do some other things with the colony. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, everyone.